HarperAudio is proud to bring you Sheltered in His Arms by Tara Taylor Quinn, performed by Angela Dawe. Chapter 1. Her high-heeled evening sandals hadn't been made for sprinting across gravel, and the Montford's desert landscaping was full of it. The darkness made things even worse. But she had to get away, get out. She had to handle this news alone. There was an old gnarled pepper tree in the corner of the yard, and she hurried toward it. One branch had grown sideways, forming a natural bench with the other branches hanging down around it. Because of the balmy late March weather they'd been enjoying in Shelter Valley, the tree was thickly covered with leaves. She could safely hide there. For the moment, until someone decided to turn on the outside lights. Ouch! Cassie Tate's headlong rush from the house halted abruptly. Damn. She bent to pull a cactus needle from her shin. One quick jerk, a sting, and it was gone. When had her ex-in-laws gotten that cholla plant? It hadn't been there a few months ago when she'd been over for a Christmas drink and gift exchange with them. Unmindful of her new silk dress, Cassie slid onto the rough bark of the branch, its horizontal shape familiar to her. The first time Sam had ever kissed her had been right here. Cassie looked around, her hands poised on the trunk as though she were ready to push off. Maybe it had been a mistake to come out here. But where else could she go? The backyard was enclosed with an 8-foot-high stucco wall. She couldn't get out front and to her car without walking through the house. Breathe, she reminded herself. She filled her lungs as much as her tight chest muscles would allow. She had to be calm, to assimilate what she'd just heard, and what she was going to do about it. One thing was for certain, she wasn't going to cry. She'd cried enough tears for Samuel Montford. Glancing through the leaves surrounding her, toward the house where strains of piano music wafted from the living room, Cassie could see the lights of the party twinkling merrily, as though everything was normal. And maybe for all those people in there, things were just fine. Maybe all of them could welcome Sam home after his 10-year desertion. Maybe they could forgive, forget. Maybe she could too, if she had 1,000,000 years to try. Sitting out here on their tree, her mind wandered back to the boy she'd known and loved with all her heart. She thought of the passionate dreams he'd poured out to her beneath these branches. He'd wanted to save the world back in those days, get rid of poverty, pain, injustice. He'd promised to love her forever. Oh God, Sam. Why? Her words sounded shockingly loud in the night. Cassie took a long, shuddering breath. How many times had she asked the same question over the past 10 years? Can't you at least just leave me in peace? She whispered, tears pooling in her eyes. She used to dream of great things, of love and family and children, of happiness and warmth. Now all she hoped for was peace. It was the only option left.
Cassie, you out here?
It was Zach, her partner, her friend. He'd know how she was feeling. Without her saying a word, he'd know. His footsteps were getting closer. Cassie pulled herself in, hardly daring to breathe as she waited for him to pass. She couldn't face him yet. Couldn't face anyone. Not until she was sure she wouldn't fall apart. She'd done that once, back then. Suffered a debilitating breakdown and emotional collapse. She'd done it after Sam had left her, after her baby girl had died, after she'd been told she'd probably never be able to conceive again. But those dark days had helped her find the strength and awareness she needed. She'd gone on to finish college, to become a nationally renowned doctor of veterinary science. She was successful. She wasn't going to fall apart again just because her adulterous ex-husband had decided to return to town. Though she couldn't help wondering why he was coming back. The way she remembered it, he hadn't been able to leave fast enough, and he hadn't been in touch with any of them since, other than infrequent calls to his parents to let them know he was okay, and to make certain that they were. What had he been doing all these years? And with whom? These were questions Cassie had tried so hard never to ask. What had the years done to him? Another question she'd shied away from, but one that was apparently to be answered soon.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?